Maybe I replied too late again. You stopped asking after a while. There was a time when talking to you felt effortless. Not because we always had something important to say. Most days, it was just random things. A picture of the sky from your bus window. A complaint about coffee that tasted like warm water. A message that simply said, "I'm bored." And somehow, that was enough to keep the conversation alive for hours. Back then, every notification felt connected to another one. One topic became three. Three became 10. The conversation never really ended. It only paused while one of us was sleeping. Now, when your name appears on my screen, I still feel that small reflex. That tiny rush before opening the chat. But it disappears almost immediately. Because I already know what I'm going to see. A reply. Just a reply. Not a conversation. Not an invitation to stay. Not a reason to keep talking. Just an answer. The strange thing is that nothing looks wrong from the outside. You still respond. You still read my messages. Sometimes you even reply quickly. If someone else looked at our chat, they might think everything is normal. But people who have ever been close to someone know the difference. There is a huge distance between being answered and being welcomed. And somehow that distance can fit inside a single sentence. I started noticing small things. The way your messages became shorter. The way every topic quietly reached a dead end. The way I kept being the last person speaking. You would answer exactly what I asked. Nothing more. No extra thought. No random detail from your day. No what about you. No reason for the conversation to continue unless I carried it myself. It felt less like talking. More like filling blanks on a worksheet. Question. Answer. Next question. Next answer. Sometimes I would stare at the chat for a few minutes before sending something. Deleting. Rewriting. Deleting again. Not because I didn't know what to say. Because I was trying to find something interesting enough to make you stay a little longer. And that's a lonely feeling. Realizing you're performing for someone who used to enjoy your company naturally. One night, I caught myself opening our chat 3 different times. Not to message you. Just to reread the last few texts. Looking for proof that maybe I was imagining things. Maybe you were just tired. Maybe work was stressful. Maybe life was busy. But deep down, I already knew. When someone wants to talk to you, they don't make conversation feel like homework. The saddest part wasn't the shorter replies. It was how carefully I started measuring myself. How I became aware of every message. Every word. Every pause. I would see a reply and immediately wonder if I should send another text or leave it there. I never used to think like that. Before, I would send whatever came to mind. A photo of a weird snack. A voice note. A random thought at 2 a.m. Now I could spend 10 minutes deciding whether a message was worth sending. Because rejection feels different when it arrives quietly. No arguments. No goodbye. No blocking. Just less. Less curiosity. Less effort. Less space for you inside someone's day. And maybe that's why it hurts so much. There's no clear moment to grieve. No exact day you can point at and say, that's when it changed. It happens slowly. Like watching daylight disappear. You don't notice the darkness arriving. Until suddenly you're sitting in it. Sometimes I scroll far up into our old conversations. Not because I expect anything back. Just because I miss the version of us that existed there. The one that could spend 20 messages talking about absolutely nothing. The one that didn't need a reason. The one that never made me wonder whether I was bothering you. I think that's what people rarely admit. We don't always miss a person. Sometimes we miss how easy we felt around them. How unedited we were. How little we had to think before pressing send. Now the hardest part isn't waiting for your reply. It's seeing it arrive and realizing there's nothing inside it for me to hold on to. A sentence. A reaction. An answer. Then silence again. And every time it happens, I tell myself not to overthink. But then I stare at the blinking cursor anyway, trying to decide whether conversations die because people stop talking. Or because one person slowly realizes they're talking alone.